In the realm of emotional resilience, where the echoes of ancient wisdom meet the complexities of our human interactions, we find ourselves standing on the precipice of personal empowerment. Much like the legendary samurai Musashi, who faced the tumultuous waters of battle with unparalleled skill and wisdom, we too can learn to navigate the stormy seas of emotional conflict. In this transformative journey, we uncover not only the art of responding when someone hurts us, but also the profound teachings that can guide us toward lasting peace. The dance of offenses. Recognizing the transient disturbance. As we embark on this journey, we must first recognize that the intricate dance of human interactions is akin to passing storms. In the philosophy of Musashi, offenses are not permanent scars but fleeting moments in the vast canvas of our lives. To respond effectively, we must view these disturbances through a lens of mindfulness, acknowledging their transient nature. By doing so, we free ourselves from the shackles of prolonged suffering, for just as the landscape changes with the seasons, so do our emotional experiences. Much like Musashi's discerning assessment of an opponent in the heat of battle, we too must cultivate the skill to discern the transient nature of emotional offenses. This discernment does not dismiss the pain caused, but represents a shift in perspective. By recognizing the offense as a momentary disturbance, we embrace a mindset that allows for healing, growth, and the restoration of emotional equilibrium. Non-attachment. The path to emotional equanimity. In the art of emotional resilience, Musashi's teachings guide us towards non-attachment, a mindset rooted in profound acceptance of the impermanence of emotions. Non-attachment does not imply emotional indifference, but signifies an active engagement with the ever-shifting dynamics of our internal landscape. Just as the skilled martial artist maintains balance in the face of an opponent's onslaught, adopting a mindset of non-attachment allows us to navigate the ebb and flow of emotions without being engulfed by them. The hurt inflicted by others becomes but a passing wave in the vast ocean of our experiences. Recognizing the offense as an ephemeral disturbance empowers us to remain centered amidst the turbulence, forging a sense of inner calm that forms the bedrock of resilience. Cultivating emotional equanimity. Becoming the architect of your narrative. In the spirit of Musashi's teachings, recognizing the offense as a momentary disturbance is an act of cultivating emotional equanimity. The samurai valued inner composure as a source of strength, allowing them to face challenges with clarity and focus. Similarly, by acknowledging the temporary nature of emotional wounds, we cultivate a sense of inner calm that becomes the bedrock of resilience. This recognition is not a denial of the emotional impact but a conscious choice to prevent the offense from becoming an enduring source of distress. Musashi's legacy teaches us that emotional equanimity is not a passive state but an active engagement with our internal landscape. By recognizing the offense as a passing disturbance, we actively participate in the restoration of balance, ensuring that our emotional well-being remains steadfast even in the face of adversity. Shaping the narrative. From victim to empowered storyteller. Miyamoto Musashi's philosophy invites us to become the architects of our own narratives. In recognizing the offense for what it is, a momentary disturbance, we reclaim the power to shape the story of our emotional experiences. Instead of allowing the hurt to define our self-perception, we step into the role of the storyteller, framing the narrative in a way that empowers rather than victimizes. The samurai, when faced with a formidable adversary, did not view the encounter as insurmountable but as an opportunity for growth and mastery. Likewise, in recognizing the offense as a momentary disturbance, we redefine our relationship with emotional challenges. Each offense becomes a stepping stone, a catalyst for personal evolution and resilience. Musashi's legacy teaches us that our perspective on the offense determines whether it becomes a stumbling block or a stepping stone on our journey towards emotional mastery, resisting the urge to defend, the strength in vulnerability. In the theater of conflict, the instinct to defend one's position is deeply rooted in the human psyche. Yet, Musashi's wisdom guides us to resist this instinct, offering a profound lesson in the strength found in vulnerability. Much like a seasoned warrior who avoids unnecessary confrontation, the art of emotional resilience involves discerning when to engage and when to step back. Musashi's teachings encourage us to view our emotional landscape as a battleground where unnecessary defenses only escalate the conflict. The samurai's ability to remain flexible in the face of an opponent's tactics finds a parallel in the emotional realm. Rather than staunchly defending our position, we can choose the path of adaptability, understanding that true strength lies not in rigidity but in the ability to flow with the currents of the moment. The art of strategic silence. Choosing words with intention. Miyamoto Musashi's martial strategy often involved the art of strategic silence, a deliberate choice of when to speak and when to remain silent. Similarly, in emotional conflicts, resisting the impulse to defend our position vehemently invites us to choose our words with intention. The samurai's code of conduct emphasized the power of silence as a tool for reflection and strategic advantage. In the face of emotional turbulence, a strategic pause allows us to collect our thoughts, preventing impulsive reactions that may exacerbate the conflict. By resisting the need to defend our position through a verbal onslaught, we mirror Musashi's disciplined approach to combat. The resulting silence becomes a canvas upon which thoughtful responses can be artfully painted, fostering a climate of understanding rather than confrontation. Understanding the motivations. A dance of empathy. Miyamoto Musashi's teachings invite us to understand the motivations behind the perceived offense. Much like the samurai's ability to comprehend the intentions of an opponent, understanding the motivations positions us as architects of resolution rather than combatants in an unwinnable war. By resisting the compulsion to defend our position and instead seeking to understand, we participate in a dance of empathy that can transform the dynamics of conflict into an opportunity for mutual growth. The samurai's commitment to purity extended beyond the physical realm to the depths of the soul. Similarly, in emotional conflicts, the act of giving up the need to be right becomes a purification ritual, clearing the path for healthier connections and emotional well-being. The power of apology. A bridge to resolution. In the dojo of emotional resilience, Miyamoto Musashi's teachings beckon us to recognize and apologize for any contribution to the situation. This practice, reminiscent of the samurai's commitment to honor and integrity, transforms emotional conflicts into opportunities for genuine reconciliation and personal growth. Musashi's philosophy emphasizes the importance of self-reflection as a path to mastery. In the context of emotional resilience, recognizing and apologizing for one's contribution to the situation is akin to gazing into the mirror of self-awareness. The samurai understood that true strength arises not only from skill with a sword but from an unwavering commitment to personal integrity. Respond, don't react. The essence of the true warrior. Miyamoto Musashi's legendary duels were marked by his composed and deliberate actions. Similarly, in the realm of emotions, reacting impulsively can escalate the conflict. Musashi's teachings guide us to respond thoughtfully, choosing our actions with purpose and clarity. By maintaining control over our reactions, we embody the essence of the true warrior, calm, focused, and strategic. This approach not only de-escalates emotional conflicts but also reflects an inner strength rooted in mindfulness. Bridge building over battling, seeking resolution. The art of war, as per Musashi, is not about destroying the opponent but seeking resolution. In emotional conflicts, adopting an attitude of bridge building aligns with Musashi's ethos. Instead of attacking or retreating, we become architects of understanding and reconciliation. By fostering connection and empathy, we transcend the adversarial dynamics, creating a path toward mutual growth and harmony, a testament to the art of emotional intelligence. Understanding the target, not the source, a shield of emotional detachment. In the dojo of emotional resilience, Miyamoto Musashi's teachings guide us to the understanding that while we may be the target of someone's anger, we are not necessarily the source of it. This principle, akin to the samurai skill in deflecting attacks without absorbing them, becomes a shield of emotional detachment, allowing us to navigate the storms of others' emotions with grace and composure. Realizing that external circumstances may be the true sources of another person's anger requires a keen sense of discernment. By recognizing that stress, frustration, or personal struggles may be the driving forces behind someone's anger, we cultivate a mindset of empathy and understanding. This discernment becomes a shield, protecting our emotional well-being from unnecessary turmoil and allowing us to respond with compassion rather than defensiveness. Humility in the face of anger. Embracing complexity in the theater of emotional resilience, humility becomes a guiding light. Realizing that we may be the target of someone's anger but not the source requires a humble acknowledgement of the complexity of human emotions. It is an understanding that we are all susceptible to external pressures, and conflicts often stem from individual struggles rather than intentional harm. By transcending personalization, we cultivate a mindset of humility that paves the way for empathetic responses. This approach fosters a climate where conflicts can be resolved through empathy and collaboration rather than escalating into battles of ego and pride. In the spirit of Musashi, we become architects of harmony even in the face of someone else's anger. Embracing emotional detachment, the liberation within. Realizing that we may be the target of someone's anger, not the source, becomes the liberation of emotional detachment. Musashi's teachings on responding, not reacting, find resonance here. Emotional detachment does not imply indifference, but is the freedom to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. The samurai's legendary composure in the face of an opponent's aggression serves as a model for our own emotional poise. By realizing that we are not the source of someone's anger, we detach from the need for immediate defense or counterattack. This emotional freedom allows us to respond with wisdom, choosing actions that contribute to resolution and understanding rather than escalating the conflict. Personal happiness. Amidst external turmoil, the inner peace of a true warrior. Miyamoto Musashi's legendary composure in the heat of battle reflects a profound inner peace. Similarly, in the arena of emotions, realizing that external circumstances need not dictate our personal happiness becomes a liberating realization. By embracing the resilience inherent in Musashi's teachings, we cultivate a sense of inner contentment that remains unshaken by external conflicts. This realization becomes a shield protecting our inner sanctum from the storms of emotional turmoil. It empowers us to stand firm within our emotional fortress, responding with clarity and compassion unswayed by the storms of others' emotions. In the spirit of Musashi, we become architects of our own happiness, crafting a narrative that transcends the turbulence of external conflicts. Setting boundaries, the act of self-discipline. In the context of emotional resilience, setting boundaries becomes a crucial aspect of self-care. The disciplined warrior, as envisioned by Musashi, is not without boundaries. By clearly defining our emotional limits, we communicate to others the standards of respect we expect. Miyamoto Musashi's emphasis on discipline resonates here. Establishing boundaries is an act of self-discipline, a declaration that our emotional well-being is non-negotiable. This proactive measure safeguards not only our mental health, but also fosters healthier relationships based on mutual respect. The indomitable spirit, mastering the art of emotional intelligence. Miyamoto Musashi's timeless teachings serve as a guiding light in the intricate terrain of emotional conflicts. By weaving his principles into the fabric of our responses, we transform moments of hurt into opportunities for growth and understanding. The art of emotional resilience, inspired by Musashi, empowers us to navigate the ebb and flow of human interactions with grace and wisdom. As we embody these 9 ways to respond when someone hurts us, we embark on a journey toward mastering the art of emotional intelligence, a journey that echoes the indomitable spirit of the legendary samurai himself. In the crucible of emotional resilience, we find not only a roadmap to personal empowerment, but also the keys to unlocking lasting peace within ourselves and in our relationships.